Flavor and taste is an important part of our memories. You can discover a lot of flavors and taste in restaurants. Today, we're going to explore the flavor and taste of East China Normal University. Please follow us and start our journey. Warning, please make sure you're not hungry while watching this. I am Chen Chen from East China Normal University. Today, I will be your guide and represent every one of you in front of the screens to discover and taste all the delicious food around ECNU. Okay, let's go!
ECNU has several canteens. This is the biggest one, Hexi Canteen. 3 floors in total. The first and second floor is for daily eating, where students and staff eat.
Now let's explore the second floor of Hexi Canteen. This is a place where students enjoy authentic food from different cities all over China. Let's take a look at what they are eating. Wow, my mouth is watering already. From all kinds of meat dishes to vegetables, you can almost find whatever you'd like to eat. The variety of food ensures that students eat healthily every meal time. This auntie is pretty friendly and generous. She gave a big portion of food. That's very nice of her. I have to introduce this. Our aunties are all genius at maths, as they can calculate the total price for everybody, which means they have to do such calculations for hundreds or even thousands times per day, with no calculator, just in their head. And they hardly make any mistakes.
Hi, 雨欣。
嗨。哎呀，我的饭还没有来。哎，你这个好吃吗？
我尝一口。
好香哦！
好好吃，你要不要尝一尝？
好呀。
石锅牛肉饭 Stone bowl beef rice. The smell of this stone bowl beef rice is so aggressive, it invades not only your nose, but also your brain. It even keeps boiling for a long time after leaving the stove, as the stone bowl keeps the heat really well. 笋煎粉 Rice noodles with bamboo shoots. Simple ingredients can taste amazing sometimes. There are so many colors in this bowl of rice noodles. Yellow bamboo shoots are tender. The transparent soup is surprisingly sour and spicy, covered with some red chili oil. It's hard to not eat up every single noodle. Chinese wrap pancake 煎饼 A rice cover, an egg, vegetables. It's not just a wrap, it wraps everything. A lot of people love how convenient it is for lunch. Crispy flour, fresh veggies, juicy meat. Just one bite, you can taste everything.
Now we are at the 3rd floor of Hexi Canteen. This is a typical Chinese restaurant. We call it typical because it's the closest to how people eat in common restaurants. Now let's go and explore.
Look at the round dining table. We're going to talk about some Chinese table manners next. A round dining table is more popular than a rectangular or square one, as many people who can be seated comfortably around it conveniently face one another. The guest of honor is always seated to the right of the host. The next most respected will sit on their left. On a typical Chinese dining table, there is always a cup, a bowl on a small dish, together with the chopsticks and spoons. Dishes are always presented in the center of the table.
Now I'm going to enjoy my lunch with my friends. Say hi.
大家好。大家好。
经纪人要茶吗？
Formal dining is always accompanied by tea or other drinks. The one who sits closest to the teapot should pour drinks for the others. In formal cases, the order should be from the senior and superior to the junior and inferior.
我们来点菜吧，现在扫二维码就可以了。
好的。
我们来扫一扫。
我们先从冷菜开始吧。蓝莓山药怎么样？
哎，
好的
不错。
可以啊。
健康又养颜。
咱们再来个清蒸多宝鱼怎么样？这是今天的特价菜。
非常棒。
非常好。
会，好呀。我想点一个水煮牛肉，想吃点辣的。
牛肉，最爱。
好，那今天天气有点冷，我就点一个干锅有机花菜吧，这
好主意
家饭店的特色菜。
好。
非常好。那咱们来一个清炒虾仁吧，上次吃过，特别好吃。超哥，你呢？
最后咱们再添个汤，
什么汤？
酒酿圆子怎么样？
啊，完美。
非常好。
呀。
好。
特别好。
今天是12月的第一天，祝大家12月红红火火，顺顺利利。
好。
A toast to others is a feature of Chinese dining. When all people are seated and all cups are filled, the host should toast others first, together with a simple speech to let the dining start.
怎么样？
好嫩，好好吃呀！
我也来一片。
好吃吗？
真的好好吃，我要吃好多碗米饭。再来一碗米饭，谢谢。
Apart from soup, all dishes should be eaten with chopsticks. The Chinese are particular about the use of chopsticks. There are so many no-nos, such as licking chopsticks, using them to stir up the food, gesturing with them, or pointing them at others.
多少钱？
一共407。
好的，我扫你还是你扫我？
我扫你。
好。
看一下。
好的，这是我的付款码。好，谢谢。Do you know more about Chinese table manners now? I have one question for you. Where should the guest of the owner always be seated? Here we are at a very well-known halal restaurant in this area. It's close to the west gate of ECNU. Let's go and explore what halal food they've got here.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's go.
Go!
老板，咱们这个清真馆有多少年的历史了？
这个清真馆有80年开始，80年开始就是当地的几个回民啊，他们自发组织起来以后，跟街道提出来，就是说为了满足这个当地这个周围这些回民这个清真饮食的需求嘛。
那咱们这个历史真的是好悠久啊！
对对对，时间蛮长的了，时间蛮长的了。
您能推荐几个咱们这儿的特色菜吗？
我们清真馆特色有几个品种还是蛮受欢迎的，其中一个像这个刀削面吃的人还蛮多的，还有一个我们这里面炝锅面也受欢迎，这个是本地的 清真美食，上海的本地的清真美食，还有一个过桥面，还有一个大卤面，这个还有牛肉丝蛋炒饭。牛肉丝蛋炒饭这个点的人蛮多的，还有牛肉卷饼，东西也蛮多的。对，
说的我都饿了，你能带我去看一看这个刀削面是怎么做的吗？
行，那我们后面一个师傅，我们让他过来做跟大家看一看。
Today's chef menu: 刀削面 sliced noodles. A master of noodles, they always know how to deal with the dough. It's hard to produce in the factory because it requires a good eye and a steady hand to slice the noodles precisely. Keep the dough steady on one hand, with the other hand holding the knife. Quick and fast, you can't even see how his hand moves. Watching how to make sliced noodles is an impressive show.
I can't wait to taste this. Let me see. It's so delicious. The noodles are chewy and the soup has a special flavor of spice. I love this, and I will definitely recommend this to my friends too. It's the best sliced noodles I've ever tasted. 师傅，谢谢你，面非常好吃，再见。
After seeing so many kinds of delicious food, please let me give a brief introduction about Chinese cuisines. Though Chinese food is popular all over the world, Chinese dishes in the world is often a mishmash of different elements of Chinese cuisine. Traditionally, Chinese food is divided into the 8 culinary traditions, each named after a different region of China. Because of the huge variety in climate, local agriculture, trade, and many other factors, there can be serious differences between these 8 varying schools of cooking. 粤菜 Cantonese cuisine. Cantonese cuisine comes from the region of Guangdong. It is conservative in the use of herbs and spices, instead choosing to use modest amounts of very fresh ingredients. Dishes are often stir-fried or steamed. As a coastal province, it makes use of seafood alongside beef, chicken, and pork. But Cantonese cuisine is also famous for using almost anything that is edible, such as frog's legs, chicken's feet, and snails. 川菜 Sichuan cuisine. Sichuan cuisine comes from the region of Sichuan. It is well known for its spicy flavors, making use of garlic, chili peppers, and the Sichuan peppercorn. Prized for its unique numbling effect. The chili pepper is not native to China, but is believed to have come from Mexico via India. A major ingredient is 豆瓣酱, a spicy paste made from fermented broad beans, soy, and other spices. 苏菜 Jiangsu cuisine. Jiangsu cuisine comes from the Jiangsu province. Jiangsu is known as 鱼米之乡, land of fish and rice. Fresh fish and seafood feature heavily, and Jiangsu cuisine prizes meat and fish that melt in the mouth without falling apart. Beloved by a lot of people, Jiangsu cuisine is frequently served at state banquets. 湘菜 Hunan cuisine. Hunan cuisine is known for its colorful dishes and spicy flavors, while Sichuan cuisine is known as 麻辣, numbling and spicy, for its use of the Sichuan peppercorn. Hunan cuisine is known as 干辣, dry and spicy, for using only chili peppers. While both cuisines are oily, Hunan cuisine also uses more smoked and cured ingredients than Sichuan cuisine. 浙菜, Zhejiang cuisine. Zhejiang cuisine is from the coastal province of Zhejiang, famous for making use of fresh fish and seafood. Unlike the cuisine of its northern neighbor Jiangsu, so many dishes are served raw or nearly raw, with a refined, light flavor comparable to Japanese food. 徽菜, Anhui cuisine. Anhui cuisine comes from the inland province of Anhui and is renowned for its simplicity and its use wild of herbs from the forests and rivers of the region. Light in taste, Anhui dishes will make use of animals caught in the wild, such as shrimp, turtles, and frogs, as well as pork and ham. 闽菜, Fujian cuisine. Fujian cuisine comes from Fujian province, a coastal province which is also nearly 63% of forests. As a result, it makes use of fish and seafood as well as woodland food, such as mushrooms and bamboo shoots. Fujian cuisine emphasizes freshness rather than using spices to mask the taste of the ingredients. 鲁菜, Shandong cuisine. Shandong cuisine comes from the northern coastal province of Shandong. It is known for its wide-ranging choices in ingredients and cooking methods, such as quick frying, stewing, boiling, and roasting. Its temperature climate means that wheat is frequently used in buns and noodles. It is a major influence on cooking for many of the northern regions, including Beijing. These are the 8 classical cuisines of China. Which do you want to try most now? I have 2 questions for you. 1. How many main cuisines are there in China? 2. What cuisines are famous for spicy taste? Guess you must have figured it out. I believe only pictures wouldn't satisfy your curiosity. So now let's go and see how to make an authentic Chinese dish. Stick with us. Here we are at the kitchen on the first floor of Physics Building. So far, you have explored some great restaurants with us around ECNU and seen so many kinds of delicious foods. I guess you must want to try and make something on your own. Now we're going to make a classical Chinese dish, 拍黄瓜, shredded cucumber. Let's see what ingredients we need. Firstly, a kitchen. Just a joke. You can make this dish anywhere you want because it's fairly easy. First, we need 6 mini cucumbers or 1 big cucumber. Next, 2 big cloves of garlic, 2/3 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of soybean sauce, 1 tablespoon of spicy red oil, half a teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of oil. We are using these mini cucumbers because they are tender and juicy. They also have slimmer skins than big ones. The seeds inside are small, so it won't taste too much like fabric. Instead, it's very crispy. I like the texture of it. If you prefer fabric texture, you can use big cucumbers as well. Cut off both ends of the cucumbers. Because the tip is sometimes bitter, to have a purer taste, it's better to cut them off. Now we're being a bit violent here. Slap the cucumbers. Don't beat it too hard though, or the cucumber would flip away. Keep slapping them until the inside of the cucumbers is split. And try to keep the skin still connected. Don't break them apart yet. Next, we cut the cucumbers apart. We didn't break the cucumber because it would form a better shape after cutting into slices, and it will be easier to transfer to the plate later. Next step is to put salt in it. Now I have a scientific question for you. Does anybody know what happens after I add the salt? I know there must be somebody who has figured it out already. It's for marinating. We're going to marinate the cucumber with salt for 5 minutes, as it can help remove the water from the cucumbers. Stir up the cucumbers with chopsticks or fork. Just wait for 5 minutes to pass. While waiting for the cucumbers to be marinated, we can prepare the garlic. I am using a little bowl and a Chinese rolling stick to grind it. You can use a grinder too if you have a grinder. If you don't have any of these, just use your baseball stick. That's fine. No, please don't. Don't use your baseball stick. It's just a joke. The garlic paste is the spirit of this dish, so make sure it's smooth enough. Look at the water in the bowl. We're going to discard it. Vinegar and garlic are the two base flavors of this dish. Soybean sauce offers some saltiness. The sugar provides a great balance between sour and salty. The oil offers a smooth texture for the cucumber, and it also smells great. At last, you can add some spicy oil if you prefer. Stir it up, then move it to a plate. It's one of the simplest dishes of Chinese food, but the taste of it is not simple at all. It's easy to make, and it doesn't require complicated preparation and ingredients. The taste and flavor of it is familiar to every Chinese person. The most common spice and cucumbers are a perfect match. Do you want to have a taste of it? Do you know how to make shredded cucumbers now? I have a question for every one of you in front of the screen. What happened after I add salt into cucumbers? Thanks for keeping us company in this journey so far. Chinese restaurants are varied, and we can hardly introduce all types. This is a tour of easy and use flavors and taste. I wish you all enjoyed it. China looks forward to welcoming you in the future. Currently, we can only talk in this special form online, but I hope to see you in China one day, and then I will give you a big welcome in person. 谢谢，再见。